On the 8th day of Christmas, my brewer brewed for me, and the kids running past. This thing, that looks like a sheep in wolf's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing? Looks like a sheep in wolf's clothing. I think that's the idea. This is called Lupomax Maximus Hazy Micro IPA at 2.9%, coming from a One Drop Brewery. Glasses time. Hazing Victor, hail Lupomax, a truly momentous achievement to last the ages. Lupomax hops to provide a monolithic flavour to this deceivingly little IPA. Big flavour without the booze, a true sheep in wolf's clothing. And it doesn't say much more on here. And I'd given up looking up the beers on websites because they didn't have much about them. But I found something about this one. Well, they at least mentioned the hops. I just knew. I'd given up looking and I went, I'm going to look today. And it says they use Amarillo, Citra, Huel Melon and Sabro, all in Lupomax form. Pumping fresh melon, a sweet lemon candy with a coconut bitterness sliding over the tongue right through to the end. Coconut bitterness? Coconut's not bitter, is it? Maybe to some people. I never get the coconut from Sabro, very rarely anyway. But when it gets older, I do. I think the coconut comes out when it's older. When it's fresh, I get that mint and cedar thing. I think I've said that too many times in videos. But that's all I know. I've never been to One Drop Brewery. I have had a few of their beers. Was there one or more of these? Did I have one before? I don't know. I've had one recently. But these are exceedingly hard to get good. Anything sort of under... I mean, this is lucky because it's got just about 3%. I reckon 3.5. Under that, you're pushing poo uphill. And I've heard a lot of people say, I've brewed, and I think by accident, a couple of good ones, but every time I have one from a brewery, you might sort of have one and it tastes okay. And then after that, the shine drops off. But let's go. At least it's not no alcohol because they have been awful. Sorry, breweries. This should be able to hold at a 2.9. I would not go any lower for a hoppy beer. Looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, I can smell it. It does. There's a lemon. I don't really like that when I do that. But it was great when I was pouring it. There was a real, it reminded me of Nen's lemon sherbet sort of lollies things. The smell of that. But I don't really enjoy the aroma on the nose there. That's okay. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's a letdown from what I smelt when I first opened the can. There's a mixture of hop flavours there. Like, yeah, you can tell all those different... As I said, I don't really know Huel Melon very well, but all the others, yeah, I know. And you never know what Sabro's going to throw at you. I am getting a sort of a... Oh, that's a mixture. That's really hard to pick one over the other. Oh, that's quite tasty. From first sip. It's first beer of the day too. I was nearly going to have a beer first, a warmer up beer. And I thought, I better not if I'm going to drink a small beer like this. I've had to actually stop doing that because, brewing beer at home, I might have mentioned this on other videos, I don't know. My beers are really, really fresh, big and hoppy. And then I go and try one from a shop that's been canned or bottled and then shipped across the country. I've sat in a warehouse for a while, shipped across the country. My home brew is always going to beat that. Yeah, there's a earthy woodiness again I'm getting from that. And that's probably the Sabro, but it's mixed in well with the other hops. I get a real earthy cedar woodiness. Well, it's quite nice. It is missing that, of course, that little bit of alcohol to balance it all out, but it's okay. This is one of the better ones. It's one of the better ones for sure. It's whether it stands up to a 6-pack, these mid-strengths. I suppose that's not the idea, is it? Although that might be the idea, so you can have a 6-pack and not worry. It's not the pub test, it's a 6-pack test. Yeah, sorry if you can hear a strange noise. I've got the 3D printer printing out beer things. and it's been going for days, and it'll be going for days to come. So you'll probably see it in the next couple of videos too. I've been waiting in between prints, so I turn the printer off, do the video, and then turn it back on again, but now I'm over it. So it's just going to be on in the background. That's why I put the mic on now too, so hopefully you're not hearing too much of it. That is one of the better ones. There's still enough bitterness there to give you a little bitterness bite, but not enough to, because if they get too bitter without alcohol, they're not nice. That's quite nice. I'll rate that one for what it is. I'll give that a, well, I don't know, I can't remember every day. I don't think I've given them all points, but it gets a thumbs up. It gets a thumbs up for what it is. It's very nice for a 2.9% beer, that's for sure. Good job, One Drop. And it's been canned and shipped, and it's still tasting okay. I was a bit scared on that second sniff. That's when I went, oh, I don't like that. I nearly had that home brewed bottle smell where it sat in your garage for a month in summer, and then you open it and you get that, oh, it's sort of oxidized and been warm smell. But that's gone away. Cheers. See you in the next one. Merry Christmas. Give your gran a cuddle for me if you can. Cheers. Lupomax pellets, obviously still pellets, but there's about 70% less vegetable matter. So it's more of the good stuff and less of the grass clippings. And I kind of mean that because people will say they get grassiness from hops, and you know, it can often be the vegetable matter in the hop that causes that. So this is all the goodness of a hop pellet without a lot of the junk.